Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Divine. All right, man, before we get into this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, you hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. All right, man, so today is the 11th, and probably by the time you watch this video, it's probably going to be the 12th, or sometime after the 12th, because the 12th is supposed to be when there's a new update for Undisputed is coming out. And I wanted to just showcase just a little small glimpse of pretty much what me and probably other handful of people are dealing with also right now. Now, in update 1.0, they had fixed a lot of the responsiveness in regards to combination punches and a whole handful of things. The physics was better, the punch tracking was a lot better. You know, it made it seem like you were actually able to actually work from a jab and really are able to harness the accuracy from a lot of these boxers. So right now it's a still image, but I'm about to show you this clip and I'm gonna slow it down because I want you guys to see what this update has pretty much brought us at this very moment. So of course I have Roy Jones Jr. I'm the one that's walking up to the guy, and as you can see, I'm trying to throw a jab, which that jab pretty much slipped through that block. So they didn't count that. That body shot that you see, they didn't count that either. The right hand that you see pretty much land all up the side of his head, they didn't count that either. Another jab crept through the block, and then of course that's when you see him pretty much lean back and then he throws a power right hand or a power hook, whatever. But this is what the most recent update, after update 1.0, this is what this update has done to punch tracking. You know, it's to the point where now, you know, I can't even really necessarily work behind a jab or trust my jab enough for it to land, or let alone if a guy, let's say for example, if he's circling around to my right side and he's closest to, and I'm trying to throw a punch so that he runs into that side, whether it's a body shot or head shot or whatever it is, they're making it seem like even if you see it visibly land, there is no such thing as a landed shot. That's considered a miss. Like, for some weird reason, the punch tracking is way off. The physics has somewhat regressed ever since that update has come out. Now, I want to show you a little clip of me. I want to say it's a round per se. I want to show you guys the round, and I kind of cut it up to where, you know, it's not as, you know, OD long or whatever. But I want to show you guys this clip, and I cut it up because I want you guys to see how better the punch tracking was before we had the update. This was during the update 1.0. This is like the launch update. This is before we got the one that broke everything. So I'm gonna let that play, and I want the sound to play as well because I want you guys to listen to some of the shots that I'm throwing and are creeping through the guard and they're landing.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take. Catch and shoot.
So as you can pretty much see that there is a noticeable difference between those two clips, you know what I mean? There are noticeable differences with the punch tracking. And, you know, honestly, man, with that update that came out, not the most recent one, not the one that's out on the 12th, but I'm talking about the one after update 1.0, it's like they took 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. You know what I mean? And the fact that we have a DLC coming out that one includes a gimmick fighter, and yes, he is a gimmick fighter. I don't care what none of you guys say. He contributed nothing to boxing other than the fact that he exploited everybody just to get a bag, and then now he's quote unquote retired. But we're not gonna get into that. I said what I said. Argue with your mama. Aside from that, we get a DLC, and allegedly what a lot of the people were saying that worked from inside of Steel City Interactive, they were saying that most of it is supposed to be for you know, some of the gear that some of the boxers are getting, supposed to getting some new venues, some new animations, and a plethora of other things. Instead, it's supposed to be some bug fixes, but they didn't really go into detail as what's supposed to be the bug fixes. So, you know, again, like I said, when the 12th hit, we're gonna just have to see what all entails. But as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of mishaps when it comes to this punch tracking. There are shots that I'm throwing in this game that I can visibly see land, but the game isn't counting it as a landed shot. As far as the game's concerned, I missed that shot. And that's pretty much why I can't play Undisputed at this very moment. Is it every single round where, is it to the point where I can't play this game and it's making it to where all of my shots aren't landing? No, I'm not saying all of my shots are missing, but I'm saying that shots that should be landing, they should be landing. I shouldn't have to play an incomplete game, or let alone have to sit here and, roll with the punches, no pun intended, and sit here and watch my shots visibly land, even if it might have been a counter or whatever the case is. I shouldn't have to watch my shots land and the game tells me that it's a missed shot. Like, that's a huge problem. And people that are on console that have been waiting for Undisputed to drop for the longest, they're willing to sit here and watch these videos, watch these clips, and they're going to sit here and find a way to somehow cope and make it a user issue, because everybody is going on with the moniker of, oh, well, I'm just glad to have a boxing game. It's not that bad. I mean, it has its issues, but it's not that bad. I can still enjoy it. Even though you have punches that are literally missing their mark. No, they're landing, but the game is considering it to be a missed punch. Like, how in a combat video game, a boxing sim at that, where for some weird reason, the shots that you are throwing, you see visibly land, and they're considered a missed shot. And then let's not also forget that stamina is a big problem as well. Like, there are times where I can throw a 5-6 shot combination and I wouldn't be as gassed. If I try to do that now, my stamina is all the way blanked out. There's nothing I can do. I have to chill for a second, let my stamina come back. Even with somebody who is known for throwing combinations, who's known for throwing punches in volume, I can't even do that because of them overcorrecting the stamina. When all we just wanted the ability to, first of all, that stupid stun lock animation, we wanted that to stop happening, or wanted that gone. And then we wanted the spammers who spam haymakers all fight long, we wanted them to be penalized more for the stamina attacks, especially if we're making them miss. And then at the same exact time, we also wanted the whole idea of just making it to where, aside from the stun lock and the stamina, we wanted it to where, it made sense to be more effective with your punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're making it seem like now stamina is such a huge focus now, and people are going with this like it's okay. And that's the wild part, because stamina wasn't an issue back in update 1.0. But now all of a sudden it's an issue because people are spamming haymakers all day long and they're not getting stamina attacks. Now they're saying, oh, stamina needs to be fixed, but now it's caused it to where people with base punch power or base punch speed, now they're getting gassed out when they're actually being more methodical with their punches versus the ones who are spamming haymakers. You know what I mean? And it's got to stop. And then on top of that, we got to see that hopefully that the quitting has been fixed, because I can't tell you how many people I done beat easily, fair and square, and they quit on me, and I either don't get the win or I end up getting the loss because for some weird reason the game decides to hitch and hang around, and I got to close out, but then when I load back up, I get a loss. We got to fix this, bro. Like, there's no excuse for this at all whatsoever. But like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to pretty much compile a small little montage of it before this update and then update 1.0, and I want you guys to see the difference. I might just let the rounds run. I might just let the rounds run and let y'all see the difference between the two in update 1.0 and the current update that we're on right now before the 12th. So yeah, this is my current state with Undisputed right now. It's kind of gut wrenching for me to for me not to want to play it, because again, I want to like this game, but the direction that we're going in is ass backwards. And if people are going to sit here and keep bootlicking and ass kissing and trying to give SCI the benefit of the doubt at every turn, we're supporting mediocrity. And we've seen what companies do when we give them the green light to push out mediocrity. EA Sports, I'm looking at you. So yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. Like I said, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.